welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Rochelle Whitaker. And so today we're talking about spring fever again. And so we're talking to parents today about things that you can do at home to kind of mediate or combat some of the spring fever that your children may be experiencing. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about spring fever and we talked about maybe why, behavior being a language, and maybe why you're seeing an increase in some of the behavior, negative behaviors, and why teachers are starting to send notes home and things like that. And so we want to talk about, I want to kind of, maybe give you some ideas of ways to incentivize your child in, mediating or combating some of that behavior. And so, I'm going to give you 3 ways. But okay, so we're going to talk about this. Let's get into it. And so we all, adults, kids, everyone likes to have something to look forward to, right? And so it just makes getting up, getting out of bed, going to work that much easier. And so these are some ways that you can incentivize your student, your child, not your student, your child, to maybe decrease some of the negative behavior because they have some things to look forward to. So, again, we're in the spring season, and so there are some sports that tend to take place in the spring. Some of those sports are baseball, softball, and track. And so does your child play sports? And have they been looking forward to this season so they can get back into their sports? So I have a child that plays baseball, and I have a child that runs track. And so neither one of them really like practicing, but they like the games and they like getting together with their teammates. And so it's something they look forward to. And so I, remind them, talk to them about, okay, this is baseball track season. These are the things we have going on. This is when you have practices. This is when the meets are going to be. And so I also remind them that if you don't keep your grades up, you cannot play. You cannot run, you cannot play. And so I'm, constantly reminding them. So what do we need to do? We need to keep our grades up. What do we need to do? We need to keep our grades up. If we want to play, if we want to run, we have to keep our grades up. So that's one way to incentivize them. If they're playing some type of sport, to remind them, to let them in on, okay, your sport is starting. This is when your practices are. These are when the games are. And in order to play, you have to do well in school. And so that's a good way to incentivize them if they are playing sports. I mean, if you're starting to see negative behaviors either at home or at school, that's one way to incentivize them. Another way to incentivize them is talking about things that you may have planned special. Like, so the Easter holiday weekend is coming up. And so they have another break from school, whether that be Friday and Monday or whatever the case may be for your child. But reminding them they have another holiday coming up or whatever other breaks may be coming up before school ends. And so reminding them about that, and then talking to them about maybe what you all have planned or what you all can plan to do during that time. And so they have something to look forward to. And then lastly, do you have any kind of vacations planned? What's the plan for the summer? Do they have summer camps that they traditionally go to or that they want to go to, or maybe they've expressed an interest in a particular activity? And so talking to them about, okay, so, we have 10 weeks of school left, and talking to them about the summer plans. Okay, so this is what this is what you said you wanted to do in the summer. Well, I need you to do this if you want to do that. And so I need you to keep your grades up. I need you to, behave appropriately in class. Whatever behave appropriately is. Don't say behave appropriately. Tell them what it is that you want them to do. But, talk to them about those things. So if you want to go to summer camp, if you want to go to this summer camp or this summer retreat or whatever it is that they may be looking forward to, start talking about, well, if you want to go to this summer camp, I need you to do this so that I can ensure that you're ready for this summer camp. You can even talk about whatever vacation plans that you have. Maybe you're planning to take them on a trip somewhere. And so start having them research things that they want to do on the trip that you have planned. Or even if maybe you don't have anything planned. So start having them research some locations. Maybe you should just narrow it down to 2 or 3 options and then say, okay, these are the places we're looking at. And then tell them to start researching some, things that they can do there, places maybe they want to see. And of course, this has to be developmentally appropriate, but you can do it at every age, right? So, for a younger child, maybe you actually find the places and you show them, and then you give them pictures and tell them about different things that they can do, and let them decide that way. But if they're older, you tell them, okay, go research this place. This is where we're gonna go, or these are the 3 options we're looking at. Tell me some things about the place, what it has to offer, and what we can do while we're there, or some things that you want to do. And so these again are 3 ways that you can incentivize them to do well in school, academically and behaviorally. So again, the first way is, are they playing a sport? We're in spring, so are they playing a sport in this season? Is this season the beginning of a sport for them? Secondly, are you planning something special for upcoming holiday or break, or is there something that they would like to do, and including them on that, and then asking them what it is they'd like to do. And then lastly, if you're planning summer vacation or summer camp, allowing them to give you some input on the summer camp things that they want to do, or the vacation that they want to take, and using all of these things, all of or one of these things to incentivize them to do what they need to do at school. So again, parents, these are some things that we can do to combat negative behaviors or the academic decline that sometimes we see with spring fever. So this is, again, just keep watching. If you're loving these and these tips are helping, or if you're like, you know what, I need some more specific instruction, if you look in the description, I do parent advising sessions, and so there's a link to get on the calendar and schedule that with me. So just keep watching if you need more tips. And then if you're a teacher, watch on the alternating days, alternating weeks, so you can get some input as well. All right, see you next time.